Across the alley from the Alamo lived a pinto pony and a Navajo. They sang a sort of Indian hidey-o to the people passing by. The pinto spent his time a-switching flies, and the Navajo watched the lazy skies. And very rarely did they ever rest their eyes on the people passing by. One day they went a-walking along the railroad track. They were switching out looking, they never came back. Across the alley from the Alamo, when the summer sun decides to settle low, a fly sings an Indian hidey-o to the people passing by.
Let's spit it out, Mr. Jackson. That's Tommy, you know, Tommy Jackson. Here comes the steel man, here comes the steel man. Yeah.
One day they went a-walking along the railroad track.
Yeah.
They were switching out a-looking, they never came back. Across the alley from the Alamo, when the summer sun decides to settle low, a fly sings the Indian hidey-o to the people passing by.
I ride no paint, I lead no dan. I'm going to Montana for to throw the hooting hand. They feed in the coulees, they water in the draw. Their tails are all matted, their backs are all raw. Ride around, little doggies, ride around real slow, for the fiery and the snuffy are raring to go. Now old Bill Jones had two daughters in his song. One went to Denver and the other went wrong. His wife was killed in a pool room fight, and he sings this song morning till night. Ride around, little doggies, ride around real slow, for the fiery and the snuffy are raring to go. As I was out walking one morning for the pleasure, I spied a young cowpuncher riding along. His hat was throwed back and his spurs were jingling, and as he approached he was singing this song. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along little doggies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Early in the springtime we round up the doggies, we mark them and we brand them and we bob off their tails. Round up the horses and load the chuckle wagon, and throw them little doggies right out on the trail. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies, you know that
Well, never put your hat on the bed, son, never put your hat on the bed. Cause if your hat's on the bed, you might wake up dead. So don't you never put your hat on the bed. But if you do, be sure it's upside down, son. If you do, be sure it's upside down. Cause if there's any doubt, it keeps the luck from running out. So if you do, be sure it's upside down. Never throw a match when it's dry, son. Never throw a match when it's dry. Don't you never throw a match, cause the grass might catch and burn 3 counties when it's dry. And always keep an edge on your knife, son. Always keep an edge on your knife. Cause a good sharp edge is a man's best hedge against the vague uncertainties of life. Yes, a good sharp edge is a man's best hedge against the uncertain vagaries of life. But I never could sharpen no knife like the one who give the advice. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Well, never sell the old 22, son, never sell the old 22. Cause the old 22 shot a gopher or two, so don't you never sell the old 22. But aim it to the left a little low, son, aim it to the left a little low. Cause the old iron sight fires high and to the right, so aim it to the left a little low. And always tip the glass when you pour, son, always tip the glass when you pour. Cause if you don't tip the glass, then the foam comes fast and runs from the table to the floor. But always keep an edge on your knife, son, always keep an edge on your knife. Cause a good sharp edge is a man's best hedge against the vague uncertainties of life. Yes, a good sharp edge is a man's best hedge against the uncertain vagaries of life. But I never could sharpen no knife like the one who give the advice. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Well, be sure to put your horse away dry, son. Be sure to put your horse away dry. Cause a hot, wet horse ain't healthy, of course. So be sure to put your horse away dry. And be sure to thaw the bit when it's cold, son. Be sure to thaw the bit when it's cold. Cause if you don't thaw the bit, then your pony's tongue sticks to the frozen metal bridle when it's cold. And never judge a man by his clothes, son. Never judge a man by his clothes. You got to look through the dirt and Lord judge you by his work. So don't you never judge a man by his clothes. And always keep an edge on your knife, son. Always keep an edge on your knife. Cause a good sharp edge is a man's best hedge against the vague uncertainties of life. Yes, a good sharp edge is a man's best hedge against the uncertain vagaries of life. But I never could sharpen no knife like the one who give the advice. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. And I never could sharpen no blade quite the way he say. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Yodelay, 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 yodelay.
How old do you think I am, he said. I said, well, I didn't know. He said, I turned 65 about 11 months ago. I was sitting in Miami pouring blended whiskey down when this old gray black gentleman was cleaning up the lounge. There wasn't anyone around except this old man and me. The guy who ran the bar was watching Ironsides on TV. Uninvited, he sat down and opened up his mind on old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Ever had a drink of watermelon wine, he asked. He told me all about it, though I didn't answer back. Ain't but three things in this world that's worth a solitary dime. But old dogs and children and watermelon wine. He said women think about themselves when menfolk ain't around, and friends are hard to find when they discover that you're down. He said I tried it all when I was young and in my natural prime. Now it's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Old dogs care about you even when you make mistakes. God bless little children while they're still too young to hate. When he moved away, I found my pen and copied down that line about old dogs and children and watermelon wine. I had to catch a plane up to Atlanta that next day. As I left for my room, I saw him picking up my change. That night I dreamed in peaceful sleep of shady summertime, of old dogs and children and watermelon wine.
Well, it's all right, riding around in the breeze. Well, it's all right, if you live the life you please. Well, it's all right, doing the best you can. Well, it's all right, as long as you lend a hand.
You can sit around and wait for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond ring.
Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright, sometimes you gotta be strong. Well, it's alright, as long as you got somewhere to lay. Well, it's alright, every day is Judgment Day.
Maybe somewhere down the road away, you'll think of me and wonder where I am these days. Maybe somewhere down the road when somebody plays Purple Haze.
Well, it's alright, even when push comes to shove. Well, it's alright, if you got someone to love. Well, it's alright, everything will work out fine. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line.
Don't have to be ashamed of the car I drive. I'm just glad to be here, happy to be alive. And it don't matter if you're by my side.